You ever train up a new Carno by the pale moonlight? Howdy folks, and welcome back to Modded Ark Adventures. Today what I think we're going to do, since we're almost up to level 300, which is the max for here, and where I wanted to kind of be before I started any PvP stuff, to be on equal terms with everybody else, I think we're going to start looking for where we're going to set up a little PvP base for where we might do any sort of event or scrimmage or, you know, kind of a capture the item sort of fun little PvP thing, or just ask people to try to raid the base and get a reward. That sort of thing that we are planning to do here on the server. I see that drop going on down up there. I'm going to go see that. And Mr. Bronto here has decided to hang out in my my yard. Kind of annoying. He was completely on top of my greenhouse before, and I decided I'd just leave him be. And I'm going to leave him be again, because if I start fighting with him, he's going to rip all this wood. The stone, no, but the wood is just going to go completely bonkers. It's going to go bye-bye. So what I think I'm going to do is grab Rooster, my quets here, and looks like we might have some eggs in the egg collector as well. Yeah, we have some dodo eggs. And go check out that drop, but also look at where we might want to put a PvP base, because I'm thinking, personally, somewhere nearby, like somewhere in these hills, or maybe even up in the snow a little bit, might be a good place for it. Reason being that I've got really high fortitude, right? Really high fortitude, 100 fortitude. I want to use that to my advantage. I can basically stand here probably naked and not be ice cubed, so I want my attackers to be at a disadvantage if they have not specialized in fortitude. I want them to either force them to wear fur armor, which typically has less armor rating, although not necessarily. They might have found some ascendant fur armor, or suffer some HP drain. So I'm going to grab this drop. Let's see if I can... it's purple, but still might have something good in it. Oh, it's red. Is it red or purple? It's red. It just looked kind of purplish. That's weird. I'm only on Gamma 3. It shouldn't be that weird. So I'm going to have to fight off some... I don't even have to fight them off. But I'll fight them off for XP. How's that? Well, this thing's dropping. Can't see anything, but I think I'm fighting you, Rex. And another thing we want to do when we get this PvP base, figure out where we want to do it, is we want to start taming some PvP animals. And there's a couple of secret animals I'm probably not going to share on camera, because I don't want anybody to know that they're going to be there. But we're going to get some general, fighter types, of course. Rexes. I don't think Gigas are allowed in the PvP events. I could be wrong. Speaking of PvP, did you see what I just got there? Let's take another look at that. Look at that. Auto turret. We'll have to set one of those up too, just for the heck of it. Even though it's going to be hecka expensive for no real benefit. But I'm going to tame, Rexes and maybe some Spinos and Carnies and Raptors and Wolves and things like that to help me win in a PvP battle. If it's a Dino battle, we might do PvP where it's just, player versus player, player versus structure sort of thing. So I don't really know what I want to do on Rooster right now, so I'm going to hold on to that level. I've been pumping weight and speed. As you can see, Rooster's pretty quick. That's the one thing I didn't like about Quets, is how slow they are. So I figured, hey, I'll spend some points on speed, and I've gotten Rooster fairly quick. The real test is looking at him ground speed, how fast he's going over the ground. He's pretty quick. He's not great. I mean, he's 300% speed, but still pretty fast. So I'm going to start looking around, and I'll come back with you guys when I've found a place that I think might work. It doesn't have to be a big PvP base, mind you. It just has to be big enough to hold whatever we're going to, whatever structures we want to use, whatever animals we want to use, and whatever prizes we want to have inside. So I'll be back. Get out of my yard, man. Get out of my yard! Oh, now he's going over my house. Come on, man. Okay, I've been looking around for a PvP base. First of all, I want to make it far enough away from the PvE base that the PvE base is completely out of draw distance, because I don't want any of my PvE animals to possibly get pulled into a PvP battle and so forth. So it's got to be pretty far away. So one thing I was considering is along this ridge up here, because it's hard to get to. I don't want to make it too hard, because it's not like this is a real PvP environment where I'm really trying to protect against raids. you know, this is more friendly PvP here, gentleman's agreement stuff, and I want to make it so they can get to it, but I don't want to make it like, you know, down on the beach, if you get what I mean. So that's one option. The other option I'm thinking about is way at the other end of Dead Island, because I found an interesting place as I was just scavenging for metal with my Anki that I think might be very interesting to build on. I know that Tank has got a base over here on this side of the Dead Island. And I'm talking about way back behind that big, huge rock at the very back. There's another place that might be interesting. The only... Yeah, again, I'm thinking of it from a true PvP standpoint. I'm like, it's going to be really hard to get to. But I got to stop thinking like that, because it's got to be, you know, like I said, not on the beach, but not too hard to get to. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, that's right in front of tanks, though, so I'm not going to build there. But that is interesting. Again, I keep thinking of these places that are just like almost impossible to get land-based dinos to, and I'm like, stop it. You got to make it fair. You got to have them be able to get their land-based dinos there and have a good fight if they want to do a dino v dino bite fight. Well, there'll be a lot of biting involved, I'm sure. I'm gonna cruise back there and show you what I'm talking about, but it's probably not gonna work. Okay, this is what I was originally thinking of. We're at the other end, extreme end, behind the big rock, and there was this crevice back here. You know, that's just surrounded on every side by rocks that you can't really climb, where I could build a base. But that would be if it was a more traditional PvP base. Look at 100 fortitude, and I'm full burn. It is hot there. But I was thinking now that I look at it, that there might be a better place. Either right up here, on this little piece of land right here, or down here, looking out over the shore. Again, there should only be one real way to approach it, but it should still be approachable. You shouldn't be able to climb up, I don't think. No. Yeah, you'd have to come in from right ahead of us there, into the base, but you can get here with land-based dinos. I think I'm gonna double check that by just going back and making sure there's a path for land-based dinos to get here from the Stargate. But I think they can. So I think this is going to be where we do it. This is going to be where we do it. It's not too hot here. I imagine if I didn't have the fortitude, it would be pretty hot. I'll give myself a little bit more health. Oh, I killed a Alpha Carno as I was trying to clear the area, and that gave me a number of levels. But that's good. I'm trying to get up to level 300, right? So how many did I actually get? Let's find out here. So, let's go for some melee in case I start getting into some PvP. 272, not bad. So this is where I think we're going to do it. So let's go ahead and lay our first foundation. It's nice and level here to some degree, which is nice. So I'm going to lay a metal foundation. We're going to make this base pretty much out of metal, just to make it easier. I guess what I really want to do, this is CS. I'm using corrected structures so I can pick it up if I get the angle wrong. Since the mod's here, I figure I might as well use it, right? So let's come out here. This is not looking bad. Let's actually go out as not as far as we can, because we want to be able to do a row of them here. That looks pretty good. We'll do that. That'll kind of mark our place. Anybody comes along, they can see. It'll be red and it'll say Killer Clown, so they'll know that it's whose it is, I guess. But just in case they miss it, let's throw some more stuff here. There. Even more stuff. Like it's hovering over the pillar. That's awesome. Okay, so this is where we're going to do our build. Right back here on the far side of Carno Island. Right here on this little... I don't know what you'd call it, really. So what's the geological word for this thing? It's not a... I don't know, what is it? If you know, tell me. I honestly don't know. I mean, if you look down, it's a precipice, but I don't think that's what they're really called. I don't know what it is. That's where we're going to start a build. So now, we need to start populating our PvP animals. Now, the PvP animals that I'm going to use, I'm going to basically use seeding animals. So I'm going to get a male and a female of the best quality I can get, and I'm going to make those my PvE tames, and I will breed them to make PvP animals that I'll store over here at the base that are, you know, eligible for being killed. But I want to have a good breeding stock, basically, a good breeding pair that I can use to replenish my PvP animals. Kind of makes sense, right? So I don't have to keep taming them all the time. So we're going to start kind of wandering around Carno Island, I guess, and try to see what we can find. Taming targets of opportunity, as it were. Okay, coming back from about an hour of scouring Dead Island and killing a whole bunch of alpha raptors. And found a Carno that's not a perfect tame, but he's high 700s, I think like 784. He or she, I'm not quite sure which. So we're going to drop this Carno into the taming pit. It'll be a good start for our breeding program. And if we find a better one to replace it, well, then it becomes part of the PvP fodder, right? So there's no sense in giving up on one that's decent. Ooh, I'm glad it landed in there. No sense giving up on one that's pretty decent, even if it's not a perfect tame. So let's get our taming equipment, and we want to get the best possible tame out of this. What was that? Must have been closing the cabinet door. Best possible tame out of this. So let's see if we can make, using the kibble cooker, some Carno food. What does Carno food need? Carno food. How much can I make? 3? That's because I don't have any more generic eggs, probably. Let's go ahead and craft all 14 of the generic eggs. Carno food. Yeah. 5, 6. I want to go ahead and start crafting this stuff. Well, we'll let the eggs finish. I'm going to craft up some of this Carno food, and then we'll down the Carno and tame it up. Okay, I've got a bunch of the Carno food. And when you use this, it has, the Carno food that gets created by the kibble cooker has no expiration, so you leave it until you need it, and then you just use it, and it creates the actual kibble, which has an expiration. And I've made 5, because I don't know exactly how many I need. I know there are taming calculators out there, guys. I absolutely know that. I'm just, you know, I'm going to wing it. I can kind of figure out how much it's going to need, right? Let's see if I can get a good shot on him. Will 1 knock him? Yes. Gosh, these 30cc darts are awesome. Well, combined with an Ascendant rifle, they are. Ascendant rifle with 705% damage. These 30cc darts will take down pretty much anything. Why is there a Pteranodon seems to be going crazy in my yard? I don't know why, but oh well. So we'll see how one of these does. I'll gauge that and kind of figure out how many more I need and go make them, and I'll be back when this thing's ready to go. Okay, here's Cameron. 1180, and I'm in here looking at how much, because I know that if I want a Rex, I have to tame it out there. I can't bring that back. I can't carry it with yeah, I'm pretty sure Quetz won't carry a Rex. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. One behemoth isn't going to carry another one. So I was looking at how much Rex food I could make, and I can only make 2, and it's because I'm short on generic eggs, which requires real eggs. And I'd like to get more production of eggs, which means I need an Oviraptor, so I guess we're going to look for an Oviraptor now. Very low level, because it doesn't matter the level for the, apparently, for the effectiveness of getting, oh, there's an Oviraptor right there, of getting your eggs. Oh, yeah, man. Hate it when the grab misses. There we go. What level? No, no. No, I would like, they go by levels of 28 around here. So level 28 is the lowest you can get. I'd like a level 28, please. Because it doesn't matter the level, and it's far easier to tame a 28 than it is a 420. So I'm going to wander around looking for some Oviraptors. They usually run around here pretty quickly. Pretty frequently, I should say. And quickly. So I shouldn't have too much of a hard time finding one. So I'll try to get one, and we'll be back. Okay, we found an Oviraptor. His level may be deceivingly high here. It's a 140, but that comes out to about a level 20 on the normal 100% servers, like where I do regular Ark Adventure series, the non-modded stuff. So it's not that high. I'm hoping I have enough eggs. I'm also curious if the generic egg will work. I'm going to try that first, see if the taming bar will go away. But I hope I have enough to tame this. I think at level 20, I think that might be enough to tame it. So I only brought one 30cc dart with me. Should be enough. All right. First of all, I'm going to throw this in there and see what it says. Nope, it says put food in, so it does not recognize that as an egg. I figured as much. So we'll throw those in there and see what it does. And hopefully it's going to be enough to tame this. If not, I will have sacrificed some eggs. I'll go frantically go looking for more, of course. But I might have sacrificed what I have here. If it doesn't look like it's going to do it, although each egg, oh boy, is a different efficiency. And it would always take the best one first, and that is not going to, that's not going to get anywhere near. Real quick, how many eggs do I have? Sitting over here, I might have to go on a wild egg hunt too. Oh yeah, 1 dodo egg. That's going to be great. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do it. Nope, nope. I think I'm going to pull these eggs out actually, and see if I can leave this guy here. I'm going to let him wake up. See if I can. He should stay here because I grabbed him from very near here, so he's still at his natural spawn point. So he shouldn't despawn. I wouldn't think. Maybe if the server restarts, he would, but otherwise, I don't think he'll despawn. So I'm going to go on a little wild egg hunt, maybe wait a little while, go AFK, get some more eggs to come along, and see if I can tame that guy up, or find an even lower one. Maybe I will. Did I say oviraptors were in, or everything was in levels of factors of 24 before? I meant 28. So I found a level 1, basically, oviraptor, which will be perfect. I should be able to tame this with the eggs I have, I hope. And get this guy in there to, this guy in there to help egg production so I can do more kibble making, do more taming for my breeding pairs, for my PvP. Yeah, that's the ticket. Alright, get in here. You go live in there for a few minutes. I'll level you up later, Raven. Okay, oh, well, I do need another dart now, don't I? Another 30cc dart. That 150% movement speed just blows my mind. Everything is a blur. Alright. Let's reload. Oh boy. I need the eggs, don't I? Those would be helpful. I even collected a wild oviraptor egg in my egg collector, which means the radius of this thing is pretty good. The oviraptor must have been outside the walls here. When it collected the egg, when it laid the egg, and then the collector got it. So that's pretty cool. Things that lay eggs right outside the walls here get collected as well. All right. We've got the one in the corner that's still asleep. Are you kidding me? That didn't register because of the lag. All right, well, I'll go waste another dart. I'll just get the whole stack this time. Who knows what's going to happen. I wanted to be all cool, like, like, how you turn around, you don't look back at an explosion. That kind of cool. It's one dart. Hi. Hi. Good night. All right, now, you're only level 28, the equivalent of a level 1. What will happen? Can I tame you? How long till you wake up? Yeah, you'll be up down for a while. I'll just leave you there in case the more oviraptors, the better. By the way, is that a female over here? Ah, see, it's also a male. Might as well just kill it. But I'll save that for an animal kill to help the animal get a little bit of XP. Because I certainly don't need it, because I'm level 300, yay! Anyway. Alright, eat an egg, buddy. I want to see what we're going to need here. Okay. That might be doable with the eggs I have. So we'll just go on a quick hunt for some eggs. And I'll be back and let you guys know what happened. Well, a quick scan around looking for eggs. Didn't find anything, but it looks like I might have enough. There's 8 left in here. And this one is, yeah, I was about to say, almost tamed up. And sure enough, there it is. Yes. Oh, before I do this, let me cancel out of here. Can you give me those? Oh, look how many eggs you ate. You bad oviraptor. Bad. Bad. I want to punish you. All right, I'll punish you by making you just stand in a box. This is a producer, technically, right? It's a worker animal, so it gets a producer's name. This is a male. Okay. We're going to call this one Kripke. Kripke. All right, first of all, stop following me. Second of all, Okay, I've made Raven too fast. There we go. Okay, now they need to wander, but in this box, I don't care if they wander here. So I will go ahead and turn on the wandering and let it just wander around here. I'll just be careful and mindful. I just enabled wandering on. Good. Good. The Oviraptor. Mindful not to let it out the big door. Just have to be careful. Alright, so now we've got something to help generate eggs so we can get kibble. We don't have enough eggs to make any kibble for anything big we want to tame right now for breeding purposes, but we have a little bit. So let's go ahead and generate one more of these guys, and we won't have enough for much. Like I said, the Rex one was I was using as a basis, and I can now only make 3, right? Yeah, 3. So, well, I think we have to find some more eggs, folks. You ever train up a new Carno by the pale moonlight? Alright, so we're on Dead Island in the wee hours of the morning. Actually, I should probably turn my HUD back on. There we go. 5:16 a.m. Sun is just coming up. I'm going to leave it on Gamma 3, and we can enjoy the sunrise together. But I think I'm going to take the rest of this episode to take my new Carno, who is now level 1184, around the island for a bit of a training session. Now, I don't know. My real concern, I took him straight through the gate. Without a flyer bringing him here, I don't know if I can get back up here to get back into the gate. Because we had a bit of a disconnect a while back. And I actually dropped from my Quetzal onto Dead Island and couldn't get back in the server for a little while. When I came back in, I spawned up right next to an alpha. Was able to get away from the alpha and fool him to fall off a cliff, but I couldn't get back up here to get through the gate, so I finally just had to let a Carno kill me, respawn, grab a bird, and come back over here, get my body, and everything was great. But I don't know that I can get back up here, so what I may have to do is find a place, a safe place eventually, to leave the Carno. Oh, that won't work either, will it? Okay. I think I've convinced myself I need to bring a bird. But if I bring a bird, how do I put the bird somewhere safe? Ah! Well, let me work on this dilemma a little bit, and then I'll be back. Okay, as it turns out, there is a way up. That area right there, you can get up. You can probably get up on foot too. So good to know. All right, let's start our little assault on a pack of saber-tooth and raptors. If my lag would stop, why am I not able to right-click? What's going on here? Carnos have a right-click knockback where they stab with their horns. For some reason, I'm not able to do it. Really strange. Yeah. Still got the kills in, but why can't I right-click? Huh. Right-click? Okay, well that's weird. I guess I'm just doing primary clicks for a while, which is cool with me. Well, we managed to do a lot of leveling. I got the speed up to 150. Now, Carnos are pretty fast to begin with, but the melee damage up above 12,000, health at 51,000. The reason the health is so low is I just don't have any macros to force feed very quickly. But he never really got that hurt, which is really cool. But yeah, taking on a whole bunch of alphas, Carnos, and raptors, and oh my. I think this will be a pretty good breeding stock. We just have to find a mate for it. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.